Good job. Good job. Why is there the echo?
I know, I was like, what?
I was like,
I thought you said it twice.
We're back.
wait, did we do it?
How's that audio? Audio now? I think so. Audio? Yeah, so look up. We're back.
Yes.
Avatar party. Honorsociety. I'm gonna do this all over again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
There's an echo, Dante. There's an echo, Dante. I keep hearing myself talk back.
I hear it too.
Me too.
Wait, and I can't hear Jesten.
There's so much. Do we
Oh,
have
sorry, I was
to-
muted. Did you route the
Oh,
sound? True.
How are we now?
There we go.
How are we now?
Oh, no.
No, there's still an echo. No, there's still an echo.
Oh, so creepy.
I don't like it.
Why am I
Also check where the sound is coming from on the desktop, like at the bottom right of the actual screen, where you can click the little speaker. Make sure it's recorded in your headphones. And then check the property on the Discord. I mean, not Discord. Wait, no. Set your microphone only through the webcam.
this is
laughing,
great.
but I'm
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How
just-
about now?
Hey,
How about now?
Hey, echo.
Hello?
No echo?
Hello? I think. Nope, I heard myself again a minute later.
Guys, why is it me? Why is it not you? Why is it me?
You're the one controlling everything.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's controlling itself.
wait, I got an idea.
I got it.
Everyone, mute the bottom left of the Zoom. Mute real quick.
Me too.
Except Dante.
Maybe it's your guys' feedback.
Okay, so if we talk in it, it's definitely Dante. Dante is the imposter. We found him, guys. Vote him off the spaceship.
This is crazy among us people.
Okay, just plug in your other headset.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
We're gonna do this.
Man, you guys, this is so smooth. We're at the end of the.
We'll have it figured out by the
book
time
two,
Jack
and
gets
it's
on.
like everything's like the rest of the world just falling fucking apart. Okay.
Wait.
How we doing now?
I don't know. Let's see. No, that sounded like an echo.
Jesten, I don't know, man. I'm what's up, Shiva? How you doing? I'm confused like everybody else. Oh, here we go. How about now?
I don't know. We all have to talk. Jesten, I think you're muted again.
Oh, sorry.
There you
Check
go.
your settings for Zoom. And then set everything to your headset.
Everything is going to my headset. Everything is going to the head. For sure. Hold on a second. I'm lying. Didn't do it. I didn't kill nobody. I wasn't in the storage room. Wasn't in the freaking reactor, higher or lower. Wasn't anywhere, you guys.
Well, I'm gonna FaceTime you. We're gonna do a remote.
Do I need to like just reboot it? Maybe I can just take it off and turn it back on. It'd be better.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think that's...
Why not? I like it. I like the idea. The idea.
No. Just accept Jesten FaceTime, Dante.
I don't even know my phone's there.
Oh my god.
Jesten, it's not. 12 minutes in and I'm confused.
Everybody drink.
For the time being, though, Dante, click the mute button at the bottom left.
Of what? Of the Zoom or
The Zoom screen.
Zoom. The bottom left.
Next to stop video, it should
Yeah, what's
say mute. Okay, we're still echoing.
I don't. Yep. Because we can hear ourselves. I don't know.
Man, like what a time to be alive.
Yeah, truly. I don't know what's happening.
Zoom. People are saying it's Zoom.
Oh.
Oh?
Not me.
All
Oh.
right. Well, we stopped
Jesten says not me.
echoing. Then who is it? Who's watching the stream and doesn't have it muted?
Brigitte was in the vent and she popped out and she fucking kills
It's not me. There's nothing. It's not me. I would continue talking without an echo happening. So, like, clearly, it's not me.
Sounds like it's working now.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
Jesten and Giancarlo are muted. So,
What happens if I talk? No
Yeah.
echo?
no
Did
echo?
it fix itself?
I don't know. Jesten and Dante are both muted again. I don't know what's happening.
Friday
Jesten's
afternoon.
looking at Jesten's looking
You love
at
it.
us now. Jackson come here like, what the hell are you doing?
What is going on?
Like, what's
Sit
happening?
around for 15 minutes, do nothing.
Jack's gonna hop on, it's gonna start echoing again.
It's really tired. You love to see it. Incredible. Everybody's an imposter now.
Imposteur.
Oh man, Jesten had us fooled. He was the imposter. People are saying, oh man. Thanks for the subscription. Cool. Yep, Jack is missing all the fun. Someone text Jack to tell him to echo himself to mess with us.
Oh my gosh.
Like, Jack, come on and pretend all you can hear is an echo.
I have to. It has a Netflix thing on it. But.
I like how we just see like the corner of Jesten's head, and then Dante looking so confused.
I'm IT right now, you guys. I'm doing IT stuff.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
The what?
You're really killing it. Wow, doing great.
Audio.
It's going, bro. This is a good one.
We're good.
I don't even know.
headset
Like, I
mic.
don't even know
It's both
if
HyperX, both of
it's
them.
like the stream can hear us. If like, I don't know who hears what anymore.
I wonder. Well, on my side it says video download was canceled.
I think we might be
Interesting.
good. Maybe.
Let's see, does it pop back up again?
I-
No, now I'm seeing an ad.
Let's just see if we go back and see if everyone's on. Is everybody let's get back on. Maybe we're good. Maybe we're good. Okay.
We can hear you guys, no echo.
No echo?
Yay.
Cheers to
It's
that.
good now.
Yeah, great. Love
Whatever
to
we did.
hear how that goes.
Whatever we did.
Yes, we are geniuses.
It's Gucci now. Thank you, Amazula. Thank you
I feel
so
like
much.
figured it out.
we still hear the echo.
I hear it from you.
I feel like your headphones are too loud. Is that possible? Thank you for the dancing Sokka.
Thank you for following. That means.
Okay, we're back. Justin's figuring this out. We're going to start this episode, I swear, shortly. But before we do, thank Giancarlo for being here. Thank you, Michaela, Joe Murphy, for being here. We're on the last episode of Book 2, so I want to see where we are with the last two episodes. But the last two episodes are in one episode. Bridget's super frozen now. This is the shit stream. This is the main stream. What's going on? What's happening?
Hey.
He's
So
back.
you're back. What? Can you tell us about what the money, the charity we're raising for, and where we are with the nations and all that kind of stuff?
All right, so we are raising money for the Trevor Project, which is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ individuals under 25.
What if you're 26?
And currently,
Are you gonna talk to you at 26?
yeah, you know, they're just like,
They're
they
how
come
old
in
are
like,
you?
I just turned 26
I just turned 26
yesterday.
yesterday. Like, call
Done.
someone else. Call Salvation Army.
Bye.
We've got another number for you.
Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
So far, we've raised 24.27.
What's happening?
Nice.
2000.
Nice.
Yep. And then at the polls, everything's still pretty close. We're trying to keep the poll as even as
We're not
possible
trying to
for
keep it.
Jack.
Jack is
Yes,
trying
we
to
are. Yeah. Yeah. And
Jack's
speak of the devil, we
rich.
summoned him.
Speak of the devil. Jack
Speak of
Jesten
the
is
devil.
in the house.
Hey.
What's up? Dante Basco, Michaela, Brigitte, Giancarlo. We've been a shit show.
Hello.
And this is the actual beginning.
We've been horrible, Jack. Jack, everything's been echoing. It's just been
Oh, yeah,
like
you missed so much.
It's
Chaos.
just tech problems.
tech
Lots of
problems.
tech problems.
How is there tech problems and I'm here? I
Is
feel so
this-
much safer
is
when Jesten's here during tech problems. When I'm here during tech problems, I feel like just turning the whole computer off and maybe kicking it.
Just,
But we're discussing the Trevor Project and where we are with the nation. Where can we get an account for where we are for your people can, donate money to Trevor Project to support their favorite nation. And Jack wants everyone to be equal.
And or bring harmony.
Yeah,
Harmony.
bring
I'm
harmony.
down with harmony
Yes.
with the Fire Nation being just a smidgen higher than everybody else.
no.
Excuse me. This is the end of book 2. This is Earth's final hurrah before
Oh,
we
it does
go
seem-
into fire.
Yeah, it's kind of her last chance for glory. I agree.
Just
I
saying.
mean, well,
That's
as we
true.
were talking, Earth did just jump to the front.
Where we at? Can we get some numbers
That's
here?
what we like
Can
to
we get
see.
some numbers up in here?
So Earth Kingdom is in the lead with $683.
Oh wow.
Then we have Air coming in second with $620.
Nice.
Close.
Water coming
Wait,
in.
hold on a second. I don't even want to hear the no more. All right, if you just represent one time a little bit for the people out there, throw $1 in there.
You
let people
got
know
a
what's
Fire
happening.
Nation won last time.
We've
Fire
got a
Nation
whole
won last
season
time.
coming up. It's fine.
Exactly. Water Tribe's in third with 593, and Fire is in last with 571.
They're
Also
close though,
relatively
but it's pretty
close.
close.
Very close.
Very close.
We'll all hit 2,500 at the same second.
Before we start the episode, I just want to check in with Jack and Michaela because we all did a panel together last week at Color World.
Oh, yeah.
How was it for you guys? Giancarlo, we did a virtual. That's my first virtual con, and thank you guys, everyone. And I saw a lot of the Honorsociety there repping for us in the chat and in the room. That's
Yeah,
awesome
it
to
was
see you guys.
cute.
How do y'all feel about that? How'd it go for you guys?
It was fun. I had a good time. I had a good hang.
I think it was kind of cool, and not having to get on a plane. I mean, I do like doing cons because I do like to travel, and I do like to see people in person and see all the cool things people make, and just, I don't know, for me, like, I just like people, right? And I like traveling. But as far as just kind of getting together and kind of virtually hanging with the gang, that was awesome. And it was good to
Also-
see Gray with us, and Gray was
Yeah.
there, and
I feel like the in-person is nice, but I don't know, having like a one-on-one Zoom conversation is different than like having a face-to-face while there are like 20 other people standing behind you.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
It was certainly a lot more comfortable, like, taking time chatting with somebody and, like, actually getting
it
to, like,
was
ask
cool.
them questions.
But some
and
people were
talk
like
to them.
5 minutes, and so, like Giancarlo said, we had this panel, and panels were cool, and it was like a regular panel, but just virtually. But then there was like these private Zoom chats, and people bought like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. One dude,
Wow.
and shout out to this dude Shredder, I don't know if Shredder's watching, but he's like a big YouTuber, young Asian American dude, really cool. We did like a quick one, and he came back and got it 30 minutes because we just wanted to talk more.
That's cool.
It was cool,
It was
and,
cute.
as like an elder statesman, I was like kind of like just trying to like answer any of his questions, and he has a great fan base, and just like kind of just it was kind of that part was cool for sure. Where it's like you can really talk to someone, as you guys know, at cons sometimes there's so much going on, it's the randomness of
Yeah,
everything
you
going
want to
on,
get somebody time, but it's
and
crazy.
Yeah.
and you see that long line, and
Yeah.
there's pressure. You're like, yeah, I know. I mean, I want to hear your story. There's like 15,000 of the people here that are trying to talk. So I think there was less pressure, you know. I heard Michaela was a long talker. They're like, Michaela's like on forever.
Okay, listen. If somebody,
That's the goal, right? If you're in a minutes, talk.
I did go over, and I told them ahead of time that I go over a little bit, because if they're like, okay, like 60-second like speed round, I'm like, I'm probably gonna talk for 3 more minutes. Just that's like how it's gonna work. Well, because I don't want to cut it off. It's too. It's
no,
too,
I agree with you. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Too weird.
Gotta go. Last question. Yes. All right, late. But it was fun. So there might be some more stuff in the future. I know I'm supposed to do a panel this weekend, and yeah, the virtual life has changed. Things are different.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we're about to jump into this 2-part episode, which is the finale of book 2. Anything you want to tell us, Brigitte, and of course, Giancarlo, because you guys are experts, Avatar experts. I think it should be in your lower thirds, like Avatar.
Avatar experts. I remember when we got the script, I was a little worried about it because I was like, because I'm a big fan of theology and spirituality. Like I like to read up on like that type of stuff. But this was an episode about unlocking your chakras, and I was a little bit like, is this gonna work in a kids show? But I'm super happy with how it turned out. But I was definitely a little like, how do you do this?
That is cool. I mean, yeah, I know chakras.
But now I'm super proud of it. Like I love that we did that in the show on top of everything else.
It's, you know, when you look back, it's a very ambitious show. Very
ambitious.
It is
Incredibly ambitious.
I don't think if you went out and try to pitch this again, even right now, I mean, I think the odds are against you. It's just, I don't see it being just a slam dunk walking the, guess what, this is what I got. And then for Nickelodeon to buy it is even more dumbfounding.
It still makes no sense. Like, why is there a TV show on Nickelodeon about unlocking your chakras?
Zero sense.
right. Like,
I remember. Did anybody else go to the like pilot screening?
Yeah.
Nick had like a pilot screening that our pilot was a batch of,
Yeah.
and all the rest of the shows felt like, well, of course. Oh, well, sure, Nickelodeon. Right, makes sense. And then ours, I was like, this is something else. This is very cool.
Yes.
EXT or something exported
So
on.
funny.
Is this from Crunchyroll?
So
Are we watching
weird.
Crunchyroll right now? What's going on?
Crunchyroll.
So what's the episode about, Bridget? Can you tell us, Giancarlo, just so you know? Don't laugh.
We're gonna watch the episode. We don't need to give you the synopsis
Just give me
before
a
you
synopsis,
watch it.
I will say I genuinely do not remember how this season ended. I do not remember like what the culminating.
So I was like, previously
I'm
on.
very excited.
I mean, we can start it. We can talk during the previous one. Ready? I'm ready. You guys ready to start?
All right,
I'm
everybody.
like, hold on.
La, 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 la,
Any cheers too? Because I got to mess up a nice tequila.
Oh yeah, I've got
Oh yeah,
wine
we-
coming.
always got some.
You can always chip in $10. We'll do a shout out to you. Cheers.
Yes, cheers. We have a cheers to I know, aka I love Katara.
Hey, what's up? Oh, I did.
Katara
I love Katara. I did a
hung
chat
out
with her.
at Color World. Yeah.
Very cool. That's the other cool thing is to see people that are in the chat, especially Honorsociety, that hang out with us regularly, and then see their faces. Very cool.
Yeah, and literally, she said, "Just want to say thank you all for remembering me from the Honorsociety streams and answering my questions at Color World."
There you go.
All right, how much did I forget you? Because I love.
My wine is almost here, and then I will drink to you, my dear.
My
Cheers.
Mulholland whiskey today.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta do.
Mulholland.
I gotta pour myself some shots. This is an old school Italian liqueur.
Sambuca.
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 Oh, dude, Sambuca's the licorice flavor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you go Sambuca or Anisette? Generally, Sambuca.
So I'm Sambuca, but like I feel like this outs you as like old school Italian. Like I don't even know if like Jersey Shore even
like
knows what this is.
What about
This is
Amaro?
like their uncles drink this
Different.
and me.
It was very popular in England.
My dad drinks a ton of like would always make any like old Italian place we're at in New York would always make them like throw the Marie Brizard on the table so we could pour some Anisette. And like I didn't drink coffee or anything. I was getting like decaf, so I had something to pour Sambuca into.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
And you get the three.
So weird.
You You got the 3 coffee beans for the Trinity in there.
Yes.
Right.
That's what that is? That's what 3 coffee beans are for, the Trinity?
It's for the Trinity, yeah.
I should put 4 for the elements.
Yes.
Aw, beautiful.
And brown that aren't Catholic, like Italians and Filipino.
I love
Father,
that there's
Son,
like
and Holy Ghost. I don't know how
this
it works out. Holy Ghost is
weird
there
contingent
sometimes,
of like, yeah. Who knew we had that in common? There are a bunch of Catholics on this show.
Yeah, it's a nice little
Funny.
side story on this.
Yeah, side story thing.
Are you ready to go, Jack? We're gonna start this off.
Oh, I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We got here we go.
Skateboard Kid.
Skateboard Kid.
Toilet paper.
Who we will be having an exclusive interview with, and the series finale.
Yeah, series finale.
Yes, we have to locate. We have to figure out who this kid is.
We got to end on it. We got to end on it. Someone who knows that.
Someone knows.
Yeah.
Jared knows where he is.
This is gonna be amazing.
So I know we got into the Earth Kingdom. We're going in hard, right? We got Appa back.
Mm-hmm.
The gang not all together yet. Zuko's not a part of the gang yet.
I was just saying, I mean, they are
Big spoiler.
as of now, yeah, like technically.
Yeah, Zuko's not a part of it yet.
I know
Zuko
that we were teasing Zuko joining the team. Like,
Were you?
like this
Inside.
this was almost going. They debated about this. This is getting a little ahead of ourselves because it's more the next episode. But we were debating if this is the moment that Zuko joined the team. But they decided to tease it, and he still doesn't do it. So we can just tease the audience a little bit more. It's all about teasing. We're making fun of you.
I remember our questions last time had to do with Ty Lee. We had some questions for Ty Lee. Was such an odd character to be part of the bad girl.
Yeah.
Like I forget. Remember this question that came up in the last episode when Mother was here?
She doesn't have a villain disposition. You know, she seems like kind of a cheerful, good person.
Here they are doing bad girl stuff. Imposter. That they were doing. That's intense.
Yep.
That's some old. We're gonna get dressed up in the other squad and do some Trojan horse stuff.
Is Ty Lee? Oh yeah, this was a question. Is Ty Lee like secretly a descendant of or related to Airbenders?
Yes, that was a.
Yeah, that's kind of a fan theory that they're connected. But I had never heard that. But it's possible that maybe like later they added that. So this is embarrassing.
Good.
I was watching the wrong episode. I was on the library.
Oh my
So at some point, someone just describe what you're looking at, and I'll fast forward to
Zuko's
it.
drinking
Sipping
tea.
Sokka's about to meet his dad.
Sure.
Sokka's about to reunite with his dad.
Yeah.
Big spoilers from Brigitte. Just scroll to where there's big spoilers.
Nuh-uh, it's not a big spoiler. They said that's where he was going at the end of the last one, so
I remember he
But
was
Sokka's like sitting on Appa right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you nervous to meet this guru?
Is Batu there?
Oh, okay.
Is Batu
This is perfect. I caught right back up.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Beauty. Oh, by the way, this is for you. I left guitar. I got my white cloth. So cheers to you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is Batu
There you go.
they're like gangs. They just wear their gang color. And that's all they got.
There is an element to that. You
Yeah,
guys,
very.
have you seen Float, the Pixar short about the like young father with his little kid, and the kid like
Yeah.
Filipino.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was created by Bobby Rubio,
Bobby
who
Rubio.
storyboarded
Shout out to Bobby Rubio.
these scenes of
Oh,
Sokka reuniting with his dad.
What?
very cool.
And Bobby worked on the show too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Sounds like maybe as a storyboard artist, I can guess at least one episode he might have helped with.
Maybe.
This one. Well, I was saying, I thought maybe this was also some of this stuff the father said. There's Bosco the bear again.
Yeah.
Bosco's there. Yeah, your namesake.
My namesake. I got the bear. He does show up a good amount of time. Sure.
He does get a lot of screen time.
Yeah. Look at these
The
imposters.
little appreciated bear.
These imposters need to get voted off the spaceship for sure.
I remember thinking this was a really cool. Yes, they do. I remember thinking this was a really cool idea that three of them had like the Kyoshi Sushi Warrior paint on them. Like that, I was like, that's so awesome.
It's almost like a very Game of Thrones, or very even like a cop drum aspect to the show. That I don't think a lot of like kid cartoons have like that far into the, and not really,
which I love,
and not winking at it either. Not like, oh, they kind of show up.
I love this dude like earth bending the game pieces. It's like this big game of D&D.
I love the like minor flexes of bending abilities. It's just like it doesn't make life that much easier in this moment, but it's nice. You could just have a stick.
Why not? Why not?
I feel like it would take more energy to bend than to just be like, hey, here you go. Here's a scroll. Can someone pass this down to her?
I think if you have those, maybe.
For sure.
Guru Patik.
Like I used to do with fire, I used to burn matches. I used to like a lot of matches and try to blame that with my mind.
How'd you do?
I used to be 100 with it, and now I've lost that ability. My hand several times.
You know how people will like rub a spoon and then it bends?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Uh-huh.
So I remember one time my mom was like, Giancarlo, go get your mama a spoon. So I like go in the kitchen, I get a spoon, and she starts trying to play with it. She's trying to see if she can do it. And after a while, it started to bend.
I've seen it in real life.
I saw this happen. And she was like, you see, you can't lie to your mama. That was her takeaway.
No, this guy.
Oh my god.
I was doing an episode of Nash Bridges, San Francisco. Nash Bridges and Don Johnson. And so I was on the show, and and it was the Asian episode. It's always the Asian episode of shows. And there was all these stunt guys, and we were in kabuki makeup, and we were robbing houses in San Francisco in kabuki makeup, like ninjas. So cool. But I had a gang of guys who were top-notch stuntmen. One of the guys is a guy named Stephen Ho, who also played Donatello, and also an actor. He also played Donatello in Teenage Mutant Turtle at the costume on. Anyway, we're at a restaurant afterward. I'm shooting it. It's not good. Dante, even show him that thing. Show him the. So he does. He's like, I'm tired. He does this. He picks up this like. He doesn't even rub it. He like presses it real hard, and it bends so hard and so fast it breaks. I picked the spoon up. It's so hot, and I was like, that's crazy. And then they're like, do the sweet look. And we were friends, so he kind of knows me. He put 5 sweet look packages out, like in an X, middle and 2, and he says, on the other side of the table, all these stunt guys are on this. And I go, point to one, and he points to the other side, and he's pointing to the other one. Points to the other side, and he goes faster. I'm literally going like this, and he's doing the same thing as I got you. He goes faster, he turns around, and he's like locked into a tree or something. And he's just like, faster.
What the hell?
I freaked out. This dude was like, this dude was real life cheap, and I don't know what the heck.
Wow. Insane.
He had some things. And then he taught me the craziest lesson, right? I was I go, how did you you'll probably do it, like, because I've done stuff too, but I go, how can you do that? Well, it's a thought I could do. I kept practicing. That's it.
Hey.
That's life. I'm like in just a. I was like, that's it, huh? That's the life.
Just mind over matter.
You think you can do it, then you practice it, and then you can.
It's a little apropos for the episode too, because I didn't really realize this until now, but you had Aang who's trying to unblock his chakras. But on the other side, I forgot about this, Toph is locked in that metal cage, and so at this moment, this is before Korra and all that, metal bending does not exist, which I love. I love that we like watch her figure it out, like live episode. Like that's such a cool.
Also, how come nobody else was nobody else patient enough? Like, were they just gonna lock in a box for long enough to figure it out? Like,
I think that what we're saying, is that the combination of her being a prolific earthbender and blind blind sense that she has, that sort of daredevil blind sense, is the two things that had to happen so that Toph is the one who figures it out.
Right.
The Neo.
Yeah, the Neo of earthbending and of metal bending.
And she becomes
so Toph would bend
She becomes
spoons.
Magneto. All of a sudden she's
Yes.
Magneto.
Now she's Magneto.
And Aang is going through therapy in the Wet Lodge.
Literally.
Past life regression right now. Doing chakra work. This guy lives in LA. I saw him at the Sakugai bookstore. That's what he's doing. Is this guru an earthbender or is it bender?
He's just a guru.
Yeah,
Just a
he's just a
Just
spiritual
hang
dude.
Spiritual bender.
He
Yeah.
drinks banana and
Gorgeous,
onion
that
shake.
shot. With the waterfall behind him.
Yeah, some nice stuff.
Did you,
Oh, and then we get
were you part of this
flashback.
episode?
Oh yeah, I did direct it. You know,
Directed this
usually
episode.
for the record, when I say that's a nice shot, what I'm thinking in my head is the storyboard artist who drew that did such a great job, and the background painter who painted it is. I will rarely say like, man, that shot's awesome.
Did you sketch any of that stuff before? Did you storyboard it or anything?
Oh yeah, there's shots in this that I did storyboard. I think it was some of the stuff when they flew up to the when Appa first arrived. I remember I think I did that bit.
Do you, when you're directing something, do you do like a pre-storyboard, half story? Do you do like sort of a rough storyboard just by yourself?
There's definitely a lot of drawings before you get to the finished ones.
Yeah.
So I'll do some sketches. Sometimes the board artist will do some. Mike and Brian would do some. We're thinking it's something like this. And sometimes the sketches you get are so rough, they just look like chicken scratch. But we kind of can tell.
It gives you like a composition idea or something.
Just like years of doing this, I'm like, oh, I know what you mean. I'll work from that. So there's definitely a lot of like, I was thinking something like this, and sharing drawings
And
and
are we
stuff.
talking paper drawings or digital drawings? Just trying to get them.
Back then it was paper. Now it's mostly digital. But back then it was all like Sharpies. Like Brian Knitzko could do these amazing Sharpie paintings where it's
He
just
does it on his IG
sticky
sometimes.
note.
If you guys don't know, follow Brian on IG, and sometimes
Yeah.
for charity he'll just do drawing sessions. It's wonderful.
So
It's
cool.
very relaxing.
Yeah. Is this Uncle T shop or just, I can't remember, or just a random
It
place?
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have our own
it's a
shop
new one.
now. We have
Oh yeah.
who owns that shop by the end of the show?
Yeah.
I think he does, right?
Didn't
Yeah,
own a
yeah,
piece,
it's
a few
Irish.
shares in the company because I was there from the beginning.
He's a,
I
yeah, some
think he
stock
took a
options.
buyout, dude.
A minor
I
is
think
a
he took
minor
a buyout.
owner. He's a minority share owner.
Yeah, that
He's
was
like
Zuko's
50%.
first, I think, hug, like that he
Yeah.
gave instead of being hugged.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at how pleasant everyone is. See, that's part of the whole fake out. We wanted you to think that Zuko had turned a corner. Like, he's like, I love selling tea with my uncle. Like, why do I need this avatar? Why do I need to find the avatar and prove myself to my father who never loved me? And then all of a sudden, Azula shows up and ruins it.
Dang it.
Every time.
Every time she says.
Oh, this is when he burned Katara. I remember that.
Oh yeah. Not cute.
No.
Not that easy, Hank. Firebending ain't that easy, right? You gotta take a little skill, a little practice time. Practice.
So we have some cheers.
Cheers.
Ah.
Hit us with some cheers.
Alright. So first one, we have one for Jonah, Ode Better.
Shout out.
Joe.
Jonah.
And Joe would like to know everyone's sun, moon, and rising signs.
All right.
My sun signs Virgo, my moon, Taurus, and my rising.
I have absolutely no idea.
I was literally about to say, I was like, I will be shocked. I will drop to the floor.
We're from LA. You gotta know some of it.
I know
Your sun
my
sign. You know your sun sign.
is sun just birth
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
That's like
Sagittarius.
Sag.
Okay.
Moon. You don't know your
Okay.
Sag.
What's my moon? Is it the?
No,
is it
no.
my half birthday? Would my half?
It's depending on where the moon was during, where the moon was during your
Okay.
time.
Well, my half birthday's in June. So whatever that is. Bye.
This is the deal with astrology. I want to hear yours.
My moon
Michaela,
is UA for sure.
Is like your sun sign is just like kind of like overall encompassing of your astrology, but your moon sign is kind of how you see yourself. Rising is how others.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of a generalization, but yeah. So Michaela, sun, moon, rising.
I am a Leo sun, a Sagittarius rising, and a Capricorn moon.
Nice.
Justin.
Nice.
Justin.
That's like great.
Oh, very cool.
Wow, good for you.
That combination.
I see it. I get it.
I get it. Well, part of the reason why I said that is because I'm a Leo,
You're
but I
like-
don't know the other things. I'm also a Leo. So yeah, Leo's in
You
her.
guys know what time you were, like exactly like what time you were born, and obviously remember where you were born, like
Where
what
you're
city.
born.
You can
Yes.
you can check in like 2 seconds. There are so many things online. You can just
Oh,
plug it in
shit,
and it'll
yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Also,
my.
there's a very interesting app called Pattern that deals with.
Oh wait,
rising sign.
I downloaded this and I forgot to like look into it. I gotta.
Yeah, go look at it. It doesn't really ever
We're
talk
on it.
about astrology, but obviously it's all based on astrology.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what's your Enneagram?
Any
No, we don't do that one. We don't know Enneagram numbers. All right, fine.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what is
I
that?
have no idea what
I do.
you're
It's
saying.
like all your
Check
numbers.
that out
Split.
sometime.
I think mine's 4.
I forget. I know whatever I am, I'm like a very, I think I'm a 7. I think I'm like a very clear 7.
What is that again? What is it?
You know, I
They're basically,
yeah,
What? Go ahead.
yeah. It's so your numbers, and then you keep adding them up till they become one number.
oh, I don't know about that part.
Yeah, it's like say it's like
I didn't finish the book.
all the letters of your name, like D is 5 plus.
Whoa.
Oh.
Is that like numerology?
No, that's numerology.
Oh, my bad. It's
Or is that-
I don't know what
What's
Enneagram is.
Enneagrams are basically like, it's sort of just like a personality classification system. So it's not based on, you don't determine your number based on anything else about you. It's just sort of like a chart of like, these personality traits are often grouped together, and you see, it's just like an archetype
Like
study.
Is this
Harry
similar
Potter
to
house.
like
It's like Harry
ENTJ stuff?
It's 100%.
Okay.
ENTJ, I think, comes from, I think is part of the Enneagrams.
It's just the first, and it's the first 3 letters of it.
Ha ha ha. Yeah,
Which
but
is
those can change.
trees.
And treeology. Yeah, great.
And
No, I-
entonology from Lord of the Rings, the big trees. I like Enneagrams for writing stuff. It's very like it's just sort of like a good like brainstorm thing of like, here's some like group personality types where it's like, hey, if you have these strengths, you might like these are associated weaknesses that sort of bounce off of each other logically and recur a lot, and they're very like recognizable things, and sometimes it's helpful for Anyways.
Top doing metal bending. Not only,
Top is
does
metal
she,
bending.
not only does she have to be a master earthbender and blind, she also has to be stuck in a metal box.
Yes.
Duress.
Yeah.
To really
These are the
kick it to
3
the next level.
Ingredients.
Yeah, the ingredients is being kidnapped and being a master at all these things. Maybe go beyond anything.
So let that be a lesson.
Let that be a lesson. If you have the 2 ingredients, hopefully someday someone kidnaps you and throws you in a...
Right.
They could have put her in an ice box, and then maybe she could has ice or something.
That's true.
Yeah, that's they could have done that, and then they
Could have
didn't.
done that. A little thick ass ice box, igloo. You can't bend nothing in the igloo. You can't move the igloos. Concept, book 4.
Yes.
Got some ideas.
Can't move it. Book 4, we have it. It's written.
Antarctica, top in Antarctica, but she can't do shit.
Yeah.
The Earth is too far beneath the ice. She can't. She's just normal.
You can't even see.
That's
Yes.
awful.
So there's a little bit of a story beat that we borrow from Empire Strikes Back here.
I hear?
Oh.
Do you remember when Luke Skywalker was training with Yoda
Yes.
and he hadn't completed his Jedi training?
None of the
But he
none
had
of
a
the Skywalkers ever completed their
They never
training.
do.
The whole series, the whole fucking family are a bunch of
Started being
college
Jedi.
dropouts.
Jedi
You're all
dropouts.
dropouts.
Okay, but keep
But
going.
he gets a sense that his friends are in trouble. I guess Leia and Han are in trouble. And so he leaves before he finishes his training, and Yoda's like, this is not a good idea. Bad idea this is. So we sort of do that same story beat in this,
because
where
he leaves his guru before
Aang gets a sense that Katara's in trouble. I think this is when he feels it. And then leaves before he unlocked his final chakra, which I think is part of the reason why he gets shot in the back.
Yeah.
So
That's a great shot.
Look at that water
That's a great
coming out.
shot.
It's
The
not
water.
blood, but it's water. Great.
Yeah.
Super Hitchcocky. Very beautiful. So maybe Aang has a little bit of a.
I don't think that was the point of that at all.
During the Empire Strikes Back at that time, everybody was shipping. Before we even knew what ships were, we were shipping Luke and Leia together. The whole world. Another sibling jet. I don't think they knew they were siblings. I don't think George Lucas knew his siblings either. If he did, they would have never kissed. Why would you do that? That's crazy.
Why would you do that? I have this old. No, sorry, I don't have it. But my cousin has this old comic book, old Star Wars comic book, where Luke and Leia are full on making out, and it's not like a peck on the cheeks. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Something was going on there. Then
and
it switched.
This was before they had it figured out. That's my theory, but what do I know?
That's why ships and canon. You guys out there fighting over ships and canon. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's all story. It's fun.
You're just making it up as you go.
They kissed.
We have some more cheers. Cheers to Slayer Chick.
Slayer
There's the Star Wars moment.
Hey.
Star Wars
was in outer
moment.
space right now for a second.
He lost his connection. It's very.
I've done that. You go to Joshua Tree. Have the exact same experience.
Yeah.
Lose mushrooms, but it happened to you.
Is that the place to do it, Joshua Tree?
Yeah,
that's the place.
I was really, and I saw the code in a face.
Wow.
Having a very deep, and then I saw her aura. It was neon green. And I got closer, and the neon green that was buzzing up, the glow, monitor code.
Matrix, full Matrix.
All
green.
over. It wasn't like Matrixy this way, but it was like all these numbers, like all zeros and ones, like super twinny.
Oh, like her binary
Yes,
code.
her code. It's like, oh my god, I can see your code. What are you doing here? What the heck is going on right now?
So those people die? They die in there.
Yeah, as far as we know, they just get
lock
left.
them in this cage. There's no air.
No, they just.
Were you guys concerned with killing people in the show?
I don't.
I mean, like, we weren't, but Nickelodeon was. Let's put it that way. Because, we wouldn't have had the whole Jet confusion.
That's the other thing we're asking about. Is
This
Jet?
is definitely, yeah.
What's up with Jet? Is he dead or not? Come on, Giancarlo, just divulge some behind.
He is dead. I think Mike and Brian have confirmed this online
Yes.
before. He is 100% dead. But
Jet dead, y'all. Jet dead.
Jet dead.
Jet dead.
But we just couldn't say it clearly because of standards and practices.
Doing this show was how I learned about the Keep Alive Grown. This was my first experience. The Keep Alive Grown, which is...
Should you explain what that is?
The Keep Alive Grown, you have surely seen it, but it's like a voice direction thing of just like, if Batman like punches a henchman so hard that they add like a neck snap sound effect and he falls off a cliff, whatever, no matter how bad it is, they'll still add just a little like, as they like pan away from the dead body, just so that you go like, no, he's fine. I mean, it's rough. It hurt.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Like, he's paralyzed
But
for life. But
the groan keeps him alive. You know he's still there.
Yeah, there's a groan of life.
And that's what we call it, right? When we record you guys, we go, we need a little keep alive.
Get a Keep Alive, yeah.
Keep alive right here.
Says, Jet's alive, I don't care. I'm with you. Jet's one of the most diverse of characters, but he's super cool. Cool costume, cool book swords, has that damn thing in his mouth in every scene. Is it a different one, or does he just keep the same one all the time?
Yeah, they're different ones. You see him get a new one.
He changes it out?
Yeah.
So people don't
Pausing.
universally like
Pause.
Pause.
You know what's really
I mean,
awesome
he
about
is
that?
sort of a
episode?
terrorist, right? So.
A little bit.
I mean, it's all on how we look at things.
Is he a rebel or a terrorist?
I mean, look at it. The Star Wars rebels are terrorists as far as the Empire is concerned.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Right? They're
it's all
Antifa.
perspective. It's very perspective.
But like the most Antifa, like the most. The Ewoks are the ones who really use like sort of terrorist warfare tactics, right? Like
Do they?
a lot of the rebels are like pretty chill. The Ewoks are like weird trap setting.
Yeah,
like
no,
I don't
no.
know if that's true. I don't
And
know.
then they will straight up eat you if given a chance.
I
Like,
was
they-
talking to my friends from Portland. They said, you know what's so funny? Antifa thing is like this. It was not political. It's like the funny thing is they've been around forever, and it's group Antifa, but they're the LARPers in our community.
Yeah, it's not like a.
Like they weren't. I mean, anti-fascist is great, but they were the ones doing LARPing at the park. That's like that's
Is that their roots?
that's who they are. Like I don't know what the hell. Of course, they got political and did all this stuff, but like now it's become something else. But for years, like those Antifa guys were LARPers. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah,
I did not know this.
they're like
Little
doing
known.
roleplay in the park, fucking real live D&D shit with padded weapons. Like, what?
They got in too deep.
I mean, no, it's time for Dungeons and Dragons
I'm trying to keep.
IRL right now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think the other side's doing. They basically look like LARPers too.
I have to be no fun and leave relatively.
I just want to bring up the episode.
no.
So I thought it was really cool and interesting. Like, since it's a child show, but it like gave us a whole thing about like inner healing and overcoming things and finding like that nice calmness. Like, how many kids shows bring in something like spiritual, like actually good for children and like children.
Okay, so there was this episode of Scrappy Doo that.
I
So
love
100% agree. I think
love
it's incredible
Scrappy-Doo.
what this show was trying to do and succeeding.
I do love
Michaela, were you about to check out? I don't mean to make you late to something. Were you about to bow out?
Not immediately. I was just saying, like, are there any like cheers or is somebody like coming
Yeah,
into the
cheers
chat or is
going on,
anything
Bridget?
happening in that?
We have several cheers and we have a shot.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm ready. By the way, Michaela, you just planted that Sum 41 song in my head, right? I didn't just start doing that on my own.
You
Okay,
did.
you
Yes.
did. Okay,
Someone
cool.
said interview and I said trying to keep and that is.
Okay, good.
I just know that one big song.
Instead of going, you know this song too. Instead of going under.
I don't know that one.
Into
I know
the-
you know what I'm
Alright.
talking about. You know what I'm
Burning
talking
up now, burning up now, burning up. Of course I know.
I don't know.
Welcome to the party, my name is Alenia.
Great karaoke song, by the way.
Storming through the party like my name is Alenia.
Great karaoke song.
Beautiful. So you want to start with the shot or cheers?
Let's start with the cheers so that I drink my way down to a shot.
Yeah, I like
All
that.
right,
That's
all
my plan too, Jack. I'm planning.
All right. So we're going to do a cheers to Eva A. from Zutara on 21.
Hey.
Cheers.
We should do a karaoke night on.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
There is Twitch does have like a Twitch Sings thing that you can do and like not get in trouble for it.
Oh, really?
I think they're getting rid of it soon though, so.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, it's getting canceled
yeah.
out.
My
It's a
Yeah.
video game. It's a karaoke video game. You see all that one? Kind of going to sing.
You know what we should do? We should do rock band, because then someone could sing, we play instruments, we could do the whole.
I do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
we should just rock band.
It's just, what can we get away with?
Yeah.
As we do
It's a game. It's a game.
cheers and shots, I would also like to hear what people's go-to karaoke songs or world songs
Okay.
are.
Next year.
I have a very
Gunpowder,
long list.
Gunpowder and Lead by Miranda Lambert.
I don't know if I know it.
My go-to, because anytime I'm in a bar setting, it's usually somehow like they have lots of country options. So I
Okay.
usually sing that.
What part of the country
That's amazing.
singing karaoke?
Cheers to Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Leah.
Mine's Santeria. Sublime. Santeria. Sublime.
Excellent.
Wow.
Good sing
Oh,
along.
that's a
I like
classic.
I like
Classic.
sing alongs. I like sing. I don't want to sing. I want everyone to sing along with me.
Everybody just say it.
Here's what I love to do, and I'm not great at it, but I love to do it. Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's just...
Yeah.
Like a...
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
You want to punch someone in the face in the middle of your song, Giancarlo, kick someone in the face, there's a mosh pit going on.
Suicide. Sorry, I tried to cut my mic very low so I just could be the background.
That is
I miss
amazing.
that. I haven't been in a
Really
mosh pit
beautiful.
in quite some time.
Yeah.
I remember
All right.
I went...
You can tell your
Tell
story.
your story, Giancarlo, I want to hear it.
Quick story. I did karaoke with Josh Keaton, who's another voice actor.
Oh,
who
shout out to
played
Josh
Green
Keaton, you
Lantern.
guys.
Josh.
Josh, nice to
And it was also Shiro and Voltron. And I forgot this minor detail about Josh is that he used to be in a boy band.
Yes, he was.
Which one?
He's got, I forget the name of it.
Forget
He's got this immaculate, beautiful
He's
voice.
killing it.
He's
He's
so
killing
good. And suddenly I was like, oh, I'm the weird animator dude singing with this boy
It
band.
happens
Like,
so many
star.
times. There's so many voice actors that are great singers, and you show up at a little
Yes.
party with them for karaoke, and you're like, everyone here is world class. And they
But
pass
you
you
know
the
who
mic, you're
also
like, I don't
sings-
want that fucking mic. I don't want that mic.
You know who also sings really well, though, is Michaela.
Michaela can sing.
She
Yes.
posted a little something on Instagram, and I was like, what? How did I never
You get
know
to-
this?
Hear my more classical side of things.
Yes, you're really good.
Oh, thank you. It was really fun. Yeah.
And then I started to think about, like, do we need a top musical in the world? Is there some...
Right.
And then we started talking about, I forget her name, but the TikTok
Yeah,
girl
the TikTok chick.
who's been doing all of these, like,
Well, 'cause-
Avatar musical songs.
I feel like that would make sense that Toph like would have technical training from like being at home. Like she would have been trained.
Oh,
in-
yeah.
Of course, she had
Right.
music teachers.
Yeah.
She had music teachers for sure. 100%.
And then she like went rogue and like became like her own like dark pop mantra and like
Yes.
had all that classical training and just went like hardcore.
Yeah, I buy it.
It's really
It adds up.
Absolutely.
Cheers. Cheers, Bridget. Cheers.
Cheers to Gray. I love Suki.
Yay!
I love guitar. People are loving a lot of these characters.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and they said, thank you so much for hosting this each week, interacting with the fans. Do you guys think we should have more Suki content? Yes,
Why not?
Always should have more Suki content.
always. We can always
I like
have more
Suki.
Suki. Yeah.
I know a number of
Suki
fans
hair.
who... Yeah. I know a number of fans that are like, man, Suki's like the sleeper hit of that show.
We had Jenny Kwan on
Oh,
the
did you?
show. Yeah, she was great.
That's
She
awesome.
had to come back on sometime. And she's
Yeah.
also a great singer. All these
Yes.
don't show up at that voiceover party, that actor party,
Aw.
they're gonna be singing their asses off.
Come on. You can do it.
No,
Next
you
up, I'll be
can't. No, you
doing
can't. I showed up at
System of a
John DiMaggio's party, and everyone's singing crazy, and then Kevin Michael Richards' party, everyone's singing crazy. Like, I'm not.
Crazy by Britney Spears or Patsy Cline?
I
I
was
literally want to pass you the
about to
mic.
say-
Jess Harnell's trying to pass me the mic. I'm like, no, Jess, don't
Oh
give me
my
that
gosh.
mic. Kevin,
No.
keep that mic. You guys, fuck you guys. You guys are. Fuck you guys. I'm not singing. I'm here to just hang
Did you
out.
rap? No, you could rap, though. You could,
I went
like,
on and
do
just,
some
I
rap
went on and just, I rapped Santeria. That's what I did. I rapped Santeria.
Safe bet.
Someone
Real
wanted
quick
to
story,
know.
just because it's in my brain. My sophomore year U.S. government teacher opened his class, and it was clear that he always did this, that this was like his go-to opening move, was he had an anecdote about the practice of Santeria in Mexico and how it related to like some like interesting part of U.S. law. But he always opened first day of his class by writing, "I don't practice," and then a big blank, and then waiting for someone to say Santeria, and then he would like burst into the story. And it was like we were just a little too young, and it took like I'm not exaggerating, and think about how long this is. It took like 7 or 8 minutes of him going, "No, I don't practice. No, I don't
wonder if that-
practice."
They suck.
I wonder if that trick like gets less and less effective as people get older.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this was 2002. So we were like 10 years out from Santeria coming out, and like I bet like 4 years earlier that was like a hot start. I don't practice Santeria. Okay, well, what are we talking about? What does this mean? Whatever. And like I could see that he hadn't given that up yet. As the returns were slowly trailing off. Sorry, what a derail that is.
Jess, what are you saying? Jess, what are you saying?
Yeah. So Bato wanted to know, what exactly does the director do in animation?
It's a good question. So,
what do you do, Giancarlo?
What do I do?
What do you even? Who are you?
Why am I here at this thing? So we get the script from the writers, and then myself and a team of storyboard artists, usually about 3, will storyboard the whole episode, and then they're all given to me, and I'll sit with an editor, and we will edit an animatic that is cut to the acting from all the voice actors, and we sign off on that, and then that's kind of like, all right, this is the template for the episode. Now we give this to the animators, and they will animate it and do all the in-betweens and color it and make it beautiful. So a lot of it is the shot choices, the poses, like what poses the characters will make, what expressions they'll make, what, the shot flow. So it's directing, but it's through drawings.
That's the
Hopefully that
fascinating
kind of
thing about
answers your question.
animation. Like, and I try to explain to people, like, whatever, people love Sokka, and I have other characters people love, but you understand, like, I'm only a portion of the performance. Whereas, the animators are doing at least 50% of the performance. Same thing with animation directors. There's an animation director, there's a voice acting director. It's like, there's a very weird way that animation works out that not regular filmmaking, where there's one director and he's working with the actors all in real time and creating this. Whereas in animation, there's like almost 2 teams. It's like, or maybe more. I don't know. There's definitely an audio team. There's definitely a visual team, like mixing that together. Whereas a regular film or television director dealing with both sides in real time right now. Whereas you guys are controlling your performance for sure.
Where in the process does I maybe asked you this before, but like so the animatic comes off of you're using the actors' performances. Then where does that record typically fall within the like storyboarding process? Have you done some of it, all of it by the time you get the actors in?
So in a best case scenario, it's written, then we record it, which a lot of people don't always know. You record it and then you start drawing it. And the reason why is because we want to listen to what you guys say and do, and if we hear weird inflection or something fun or interesting, or whatever, it makes us want to let me add like an extra funny expression because Sokka said that line in that funny way or something. It's meant to motivate you to draw more specific for their performance.
So it's recorded and fully edited, right? So you like edit the audio is like edited to a.
It's like kind of approximate, like it's all in order, but a lot of times like maybe the lines will be too close together. It's just sort of all stuck in, so that you can just access it. But then in editing, we'll add dramatic pauses between lines and stuff like that if we feel like it needs it. But yeah, we want to work off of the voice actors' performances.
So we do.
Do you sometimes like hear a performance, storyboard it, get a better idea, and then like go back to see if you got? Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's why we
also loop lines afterwards, Jack. You know that.
Right.
Have to be like, you guys changed the performance, where we got to go in and like, they wanted something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sometimes it can be something as silly as like, we forgot that everyone's on a helicopter right now, so they should probably be shouting. Oops. So then we bring you guys back in, re-record. But other times it'll be like we're editing, and someone will throw out a joke and be like, "Oh man, that's so funny!" Like Zuko should actually say that. So then we'll get on the microphone and do a temp record of Zuko saying it, and then sort of cut in and see if it plays well. Then sometime, hopefully sooner than later, we call Dante in and be like, Can you pick up this line? That's like sometimes you guys will literally do ADR where it's already animated and you have to match the lip flap.
To somebody else's scratch. Like and it's like the funniest thing to me is when it's like I've got a long monologue and then inserted in that monologue is a like
See your mother.
someone else's voice entirely. Go see mother, and then I'm just like, okay, I'll say my whole thing again with my voice, and then just slip in. Go see mother.
Yes, yeah.
I think Michaela has to leave. Michaela, you gotta roll. Michaela's just going in and out.
I've been listening because I wanted to hear, so I didn't want to leave yet. Yes.
Well,
The merch is looking fantastic over there, Michaela.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so is that available right now?
It is.
What's the website? Where can they go? All you Earthbending, Earth Kingdom supporters.
It's called banditbasics.com. Yeah. And it's exciting. I'm working with like artists who are so freaking talented, and they're just like, yeah, here's this cool badger mole. I'm like, you're dope. Yes.
You want to shout out the artist? Do you know the name of the artist?
Yes, his name is Ricky Franklin, and I tag him in everything, and like pay him obviously, and like it's great. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So
go to banditbasics.com for the pop and earthbending gear.
It's such a cool design.
I know, right? It's awesome. I wanted something kind of, earthy, obviously.
I love the color. I love that green. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's very comfy. All right, Bam, enjoy the last and final episode of my book, Earth Humans. You must be ahead for the finale here, and then you'll have this rain, okay? That's my final request.
All right.
Love it. See you,
We're
Michaela.
taking 2 weeks off. Michaela, we're taking 2 weeks off, so we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, we are? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
We just take a week off in between books, and I'm also on vacation, so I'll call you later on.
All right, bye. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay. Any cheers or anything, Bridget? Where should we go?
We have a lot. We
derailed into. We always get into like actual cool process chats when Giancarlo's here, so at least our derailments are better than just
Conspiracy theories.
warped tour songs for fucking time.
I love conspiracy theories.
Right. So our next one is going to be for Angela Day.
Angela Day.
Angela Day. I just did it in the wrong order.
Are you guys ready for a shot yet?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can shoot that.
Alright.
We're good.
So your shot is going to be, once again, it's Jen buying shot for the celebratory league bet shots to Taka Stan for guessing right. Cheers.
Yay.
Cheers.
What's up, Jen? Get us looked up.
Always. You know that's what she's here for.
Shout out to Jen.
Then we have a cheers for Anna Katrina.
Anna Katrina?
Well, actually, she says that there's a note saying it's pronounced like Hanukkah. So,
Oh, yeah. I did a cameo for Anna Katrina.
Anna Katrina.
Anna Katrina?
Anna
Is
Katrina.
that what you mean?
Anna Katrina?
I think that's
Anna Katrina. I did a cameo for you on Anna Katrina.
Hanukkah?
Anna Katrina.
Hanukkah?
Anna Katrina.
Hanukkah? Anna Katrina?
Where's the
You guys just keep saying it. Anna Katrina?
Anna Katrina.
And they just wanted to say they didn't want to be a downer, but they lost 2 former coworkers to suicide these past 2 weeks, so this charity means so much to them.
I'm sorry to hear that.
For a lot of joy.
Very, very sorry.
Thank you. Love and honor.
Love and honor.
Anna Katrina. And Anna
Anna
Katrina.
Katrina.
And then we should start this next one. We'll do cheers throughout that, and at the end of it, I think some people have donated to join the Zoom, so.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, head into a bird animal tree.
The ostrich horse.
Ostra what?
Ostrich horse.
I thought you said ostrich.
No. It's a dinosaur.
Oh, are we playing the episode? Did I?
Yeah.
We did.
Did I miss that? Sorry.
Episode. Top is running on Earth.
Whoa, that's cool.
That was cool. Why didn't you choose that earlier?
She's doing it now.
Tell me when.
She's really feeling herself right now. She ran some metal now. She's like, I'm
Oh,
all
we're past that. We're looking at the Daily.
We got
Yeah. Let's go with the Daily.
Oh wait, I see it.
Yeah.
I think I'm back.
Earth King's an idiot, huh? Bill Lamar was on the stream the other week.
Yeah, he's not the most astute leader, it appears.
He's just
Bill Lamar's a great hang. I think I had met him in passing a very long time ago. I had a great time.
Dude, Jack, I know you're an improv guy. You gotta go see one. Back to some black version.
The black version I have been hearing about for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it called the black what?
The black version.
The black version.
Yeah, it's so amazing. We went to go see it one night.
Is that Bill Lamar's deal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me know when you want to go. I can get you tickets.
Oh, yeah, I'm
We
down.
should all go. I'm down to go back in, like, that's when, like, Ian Peele came out of there.
Yeah.
Bunch of amazing
Oh, nice.
comedic actors. Those are so fire. And then he'll come and have drinks with us afterward. Now he plays across the street on Melrose.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Frankie's on Melrose.
Oh, you go to Frankie's instead of the dark room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Frankie's.
Wow.
They go to Frankie's. Eat clown. You know, gravy. I do like the dark room, too. I used to live right on that street. That's my local bar.
I did groundling stuff for a very long time, so dark room was a
Are
constant.
you a groundling also?
I did Sunday Company. That was the furthest end. I took like
Improv gigs. There are people that out there going. Improv gigs. Upright Citizens
I took like a couple of the early classes at UCB. I never followed.
Groundlings.
I
Improv Olympics.
but never as like a part, like only like if friends were in shows and they.
There's a lot of great improv houses.
What was the third one you said?
Improv Olympics. IO.
IO closed.
It's gone?
IO's gone. I'd say
IO's
Second City is the other big one. And then there's...
Out of Chicago. Oh,
Yeah,
the Dragon of the West breathing fire on people. Wow. Uncle Iroh's a gangster.
Man, that was one of those things that, like, oh man, that's so cool.
That is cool.
You have that uncle in real life that you would be like a venture with some crazy shit, get into fights.
Yes.
A girl, I don't know. I did have an adventure where it is wife, my auntie.
How much like this?
Not like this, but kind of like this. We were in the Philippines, and his wife, my auntie Pat, had passed away like 12, 14. He'd never married, hadn't dated since. They ended up hooking him up with a flamenco dancer, like the Filipina in the Hall of Fame of flamenco in Spain, because you know Spanish.
Yeah.
So it was his first date, and like he's been dating my auntie Pat. She passed away. He was in 7th grade.
Wow.
And it was like super emotional. We were like in the Philippines together and had this crazy adventure.
Was he like, thank you? I needed
No,
this.
he was emotional about it. And then he was like, can you come and chaperone the date? And I was like, what? And so me and another friend who's like the Brad Pitt of the Philippines end up chaperoning the date. It was the
Brad Pitt of
weirdest
the Philippines.
Brad Pitt of
experience
the Philippines.
ever. And it was like, we went to the flamenco class to teach flamenco. It was crazy. It was weird.
I want to have some crazy stories with my nieces and nephews when
You
they
should.
they
should.
need to get a little older first though. They need to get a little older first.
You gotta go travel
now-
and take an adventure. Be crazy.
Right now, the craziest we could do is like we got ice cream and we got 2 scoops.
I'm maybe uncle, and I'm an uncle too, but I have so much decent. Like, the parents definitely have a certain responsibility. Uphold.
Yeah.
But being that uncle, you can kind of like push a
You're
lot
there
of the
Yeah.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Like we can break the rules.
You break the rules, like what you don't want to do. I can. And in their world, it doesn't take a lot to just be like, whatever you want, we can do. Literally.
Yeah.
But I can buy you anything in this whole ice cream store. Any fucking Sunday.
I know. No regard for like making them sick.
Zero regard. You want the banana split? I know.
Calories
it's
or
for
anything.
adults. Banana splits are for kids.
I was like, if you want to eat until you throw up,
Let's go.
like, let's do it.
I won't even be there at the end. I'll get you right to the edge. I'll drop you off. That's fine.
I got you.
Yes. In fact, that's kind of what our jobs are. Get them all riled up and then
Yeah.
Vodka and hanging them are
Hand
meeting
them up.
Uncle Iro?
Yeah, this is big. I don't remember this.
So what just happened? You got captured. He came to where the Avatar is staying, and Toph remembers him from before, and so he came to be like, "Hey, we need to save Katara and Zuko."
Is this just a general Dai Li agent, or is this some specific guy we remember?
It's just a general.
Against them.
Wait, was that Phil just doing another voice?
Yeah. That's
Probably
that voice.
is, yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
sounded like Phil.
Yeah.
Yo, can you come in? I've getting those lines sometimes. Like Dante, look,
Yeah.
give us your best troll voice. And I'm like, it never worked. I don't think it ever. In the room voices, I changed my voice up. Never.
I very rarely do them. I'm much better if it is like a crazy thing, like a troll or whatever. But in the first episode of Dragon Prince, there's a card that I do that I think is very bad.
Does the character come back? Does the character ever come back?
No. It's maybe not the first episode. It's somewhere in the beginning. You'll remember this, Giancarlo. It's
I
bad.
know what you're talking about. I think that we pitched it down just to like separate it more. But the problem with pitching is that it sometimes makes people sound. It almost makes them sound extra weird.
Yeah, like, I'm definitely,
Santa Claus.
But I'll say, I'm guilty of, like, I definitely, my instinct was like, oh, this has to be a totally different guy. I'll put on, like, a hey voice. I'm working on being better.
This is a pretty
There
intense
was a
scene.
series I did where I
It's a
come
tricky
back
thing.
as a student and I keep like slippery. Hey dude, like what up? And I did like 4 episodes. This character comes back for like
That's amazing.
a line or two here and there.
So now we're getting some heavy Zutara stuff.
Heavy Zutara time.
Heavy
Some shipping
Zutara.
I'm
Like
gonna
this
say,
is.
can we do Zutara versus thing? I'm like, no. Like,
No.
I don't know. That is the Great Divide.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the new episode of the Great Divide.
The new episode. The new Great Divide.
The Giancarlo divide. We have some cheers.
Ooh, cheers.
Cheers to Ben, aka Pegasus Saya 351. Said you guys are wholesome and excellent. I'm a big fan. I look forward to joining the Zoom someday with my faves. By the way, Saki is the god of comedy.
Amazing. Ben,
Cheers to you, Ben.
salute.
Wholesome.
Cheers, Ben.
Maybe we're wholesome. Wholesome, Jack. Justin.
Relatively.
I think ultimately we're pretty wholesome. We have like
That's how I feel,
we good naturedly rib each other in a very like friendly
Yeah.
way.
I think we're
And then like
right on the edge of
I remember-
wholesome, but still erring on the side of wholesome.
there's a fair amount of alcohol relative to the homeless, the wholesomeness,
The
not the homelessness.
The homeless. That was an interesting little
Let's-
slip.
Also, even when we talk about Vegas, it stays pretty wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember once I ribbed Jack on the thing, and then I texted you afterwards, like, was that okay? Did I hurt your feelings? I
We
feel
had like
bad.
a long follow up text
I like to
exchange
apologize.
about
I
did we
I
rip
just wanted
too
to-
hard?
I just want to make sure. Like, I feel like maybe I pushed too hard. I'm sorry, man.
I me responding to that by saying like, oh, that is sort of a thing that I can sometimes be sensitive about, but I wasn't at all sensitive about it. Like, I could tell the spirit of your joke. I felt so anxious about sending a thing saying like, sometimes I do get it, but that was okay. We got
does.
such a like.
I guess
very
you
wholesome.
can.
We're
You can
pretty
call that
wholesome,
wholesome.
That's very wholesome.
Very wholesome text exchange of Giancarlo and I just like
That's very wholesome.
complimenting each other and talking about our feelings off
Yes. There's a whole post show that happens after this.
Yeah,
where
there's
we
a
text
whole-
each other.
There's you're on an unwholesome situation or mission. Everyone eggshells around everybody all
Yes. Awkwardness.
big fight.
Oh,
Look
man.
at Ty Lee fighting with Sokka. That looks like a little something.
Tylee is flirting with him.
It's a little flirtatious. That's a little flirtatious.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. That doesn't
Yeah.
ever. There's just like they flirt.
Yeah.
That's
They
just sort of
never
the
really
Sokka
pay it off.
vibe. You know, he's
Sokka's
putting that out
like-
there.
Yeah.
And sometimes.
Sokka's open for business.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
There's also
Yes.
flirting's flirting.
All day,
Flirting's
every
not
day.
anything other than flirting. It's only flirting.
One thing I've learned in this business is you kind of gotta flirt all the time, everybody, all the time. But like in a wholesome way, you guys. In a wholesome.
Do you mean in the voice acting business or in the
Just
fire
in Hollywood,
business?
everyone's flirting with everybody.
In the living business.
You're flirting with everybody all the time, every day, but in a wholesome way.
In a wholesome way.
Wholesome
Yes.
way.
Maybe I should implement this more.
I recommend. We have cheers to Powell.
Ow.
They were shouting out Michaela. The cheers to goodbye, Michaela.
Not the power.
We will tell her after
Power
the
played
fact.
amongst us with the other night, no? Jesten?
Oh, yeah?
Go. Yeah.
What does Power mean in Hawaiian? Yeah, I bet you know.
Done.
Power means you're done. Oh yeah, at the end of the meal, you're
Yeah.
done.
But it's PAU, POW. All
Yeah,
POW.
you is like when you're done
Oh,
eating.
wow.
I remember you go Pow. And there's a restaurant on Sunset called Pow. Restaurant.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
I thought
Pow's also a Spanish name, right?
and I was like, well, that was.
Pow in Spanish is the short for Paula.
No, but just Pow, P-A-W or P-A-U is also like Pau Gasol.
Oh, Pau Gasol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are Lakers
is
playing
short
tonight?
for Powell.
They should be,
Paula.
right? Should be
This
game
is
two.
I know what I'm doing
We know
after this.
so much. I mean, collectively, our brain on this, like, give us some algorithms. We can solve the world's
We're ready.
problems.
Right.
We are
Right
ready.
Especially, like, through the second episode, a few drinks in, I got answers for conspiracy theories, quantum physics, whatever. I don't.
Did y'all do conspiracy theories before I got on today?
No.
I
No.
missed 15
No.
minutes.
I watched
It's
Tenet
just
last
kind of
night, though,
yeah,
Jack. I watched Tenet,
was
and it's
all-
right in line with
I haven't seen
everything.
Tenet yet. I haven't seen Tenet.
Dude, you and Lisa should go to the drive-in.
There we go. There's the guitar moment.
Honestly
Guitar
tried
moment.
to the
What is this
first
part?
night.
Oh, you missed it, man.
What is the moment? What moment was
You
it?
should have been watching, man.
That's
It's
the
the guitar.
guitar
Heavy
moment.
guitar moment, dude.
Major Zutara stuff.
touches the
This
star.
is some good stuff. So again, I'm not bragging. I didn't work on this episode, but I love that Katara has this healing water in a vial, and she's considering healing Zuko's
Yeah, that's
scar.
what I always thought she was gonna do that. Like, what episode did you guys talk about that? Because that's like
And a buddy of mine suggested that it was a metaphor for her virginity, which I
Oh
think is
my god!
an interesting take. I'm not confirming it, but
I'm gonna heal your eye with my.
and she doesn't do it. And then you will see in a few minutes, obviously I'm assuming everyone's seen the show, that she needs it to save Aang. So, like, had she wasted it on healing Zuko's scar, Aang might not have survived the season. That's some crazy stuff right there.
No, she
It's a lie.
gave her virginity to Zuko, but they ended up giving it to Aang.
Saved Aang's life.
As a young boy,
We're a very
girls considered giving me
wholesome
their vial of
stream,
water.
Very
guys.
wholesome.
Remember how wholesome
I
we're
say that in a wholesome way.
And here's that moment with the two dragons from his, like, remember his vision beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Talk about shit you talk about Azula.
Hold on.
Remember,
At the end of the day, you will have your arm back. Kiss my ass, Greg. And your boss, she's so manipulative. So manipulative. Azula's such a conniving, manipulative. I hope no one dates anyone like Azula. I know she's hot,
Yes.
she's cute, and Gray's
if you
fascinating. Think of it.
see someone who's giving you Azula vibes, just get away.
But she's hot. But she's hot. Giancarlo, but she's hot.
Well, they
Oh,
always
that was a cool
are.
shot.
It's not worth it.
But she's
Yeah.
hot.
No.
That was a dope
She's a
shot.
massive following TikTok.
We got some cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Joshua J.
Josh
Joshua
J.
J.
You going Pop Tart, Josh J. I haven't seen. Josh J.
Yes.
It's good.
Also, give a cheers to Kandra. Love you all. Thanks for the show. My absolute favorite. Congrats on your merch, Michaela. Shout out to Brigitte and Jesten for making my weekends with their streams. You guys bring me so much joy. Cheers.
Yeah, you bring me good.
Cheers to Bandit Basics.
Cheers.
One more plug.
I'm.
Oh, came in. Zuko? Yes.
Yeah.
See?
But
Coming here, I'm throwing fire too, y'all. My sister looked at me like, ow. He just godfathered me. He's like, don't ever side against him. That's what. Oh no, blue lightning. Oh no, I'm fucking fight Minnesota.
Not a good idea.
Why, Zuko? Why?
Beautiful.
I really,
good reaction.
man, this is a good episode. I remember when.
Oh my god, I'm just shooting crazy. I'm just fucking hitting everybody. Fuck it.
Such a good episode.
I love this finale.
Yeah, this is like
not
really good.
Really, it's not a good look for Zuko. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, it's not.
I will say Avatar did do a great job wrapping up the entire series, but Avatar has strong season endings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the water bending one, when that like
The Siege of the North is like my favorite, maybe my favorite thing in the whole series. And I didn't remember this, but this episode is friggin' amazing.
Yeah, it's like so. We had this big army versus army season finale in season 1. In season 2, it's a little more intimate. It's just Aang versus Zuko versus Azula and Katara. A little like 2-on-2, but like it's so emotionally like high stakes.
Yeah.
It's just, man, I just really.
Aang could have killed Zuko in that moment, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He could have crushed him with that giant boulder, but he just used the shockwave to throw him.
Yeah.
And this water, like, octopus stuff, this, like, water suit thing is sort of Aang from end of season 1, right? She's like...
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You know, it's a little bit, borrowing
Zuko
this style.
selling out. This is Zuko selling out to the dark side, fucking selling his soul. What the fuck are you doing, Zuko?
Everything was there for him to just, like, do the right thing, and he doesn't.
Kylo Ren. This is Kylo Ren all over again.
Yeah, it's Kylo Ren.
Jesus!
It's very common.
Maybe if Katara would have healed his scar, he might have made a different
he
decision.
hadn't been
We didn't need a book 3. We just... I tried my sister right now, and she's crazy. Give me that vial of water. I gave that vial of water to someone else.
There's almost a different version of this show where if we would have got canceled after this episode, Zuko would have joined, he would have defeated Azula, the end. Well, it turns out I don't need to learn firebending.
Imagine it right now. Zuko is the villain of all villains. Like, he's fucking Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
When you were making season 1 and season 2, did y'all talk about, like, hey, if we found out we weren't going to get, or how much of a pickup window, like, how far ahead did you get the pickups to know, like, let's keep building?
It's crazy because I remember getting lunch with Brian early on. We only had like maybe 6 or 13 episodes greenlit. And he was like, yeah, and then in season 2, we're going to do this. And in season 3, we're going to do this. And so in my mind, I'm thinking job security. So I'm like, oh, wait, so there's going to be a season 2 and a season 3? Like, can I buy that house? Or something?
That house.
And he was like, well, not officially, but we're proceeding as though it's happening. That was always his stance. Was like, we're just gonna plan it as though it's gonna happen. And so it was interesting to see, like, as we did 13 episodes, then we got to pick up for 20. Then after we did season 1, we got to pick up for season 2. And as I recall, season 3 came shortly after season 2. Like, we were barely started season 2, and they already were like, fine, finish the story. We get it. You had a hit. People want to see how this turns out.
You guys had that Zuko shot next to she was just like smiling, super happy.
She just loves it. She loves torturing people.
Toxic relationship.
Cheers.
Oh!
Here comes that moment. That moment. Coming to the club.
Drop the beat. Drop the beat. He's a DJ. DJ Aang just drops the beat on him. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, shot in the back.
Oh.
I saw someone in the chat ask about Giant Aang, and as I recall, I think Brian told me to do that because we set that up in the previous episode. But it was sort of like his bigger. I don't know what that is, like his ego or his. And then there's a little Pietà homage there, with Katara holding Aang as the Virgin Mary holds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very Pietà.
be a few seconds behind everyone, by the way.
It's always a delay.
Shit, now I got
You were saying the Pieta like right as I was seeing it, so I think we're right around.
Oh, maybe we're okay. Zucker.
Here goes. Just give him that vial. That vial of water. First of all,
Dante's metaphor for that moment was like, you just chilling in the club with your homies, and then your sister walks in and blasts your best homie with a shotgun.
You know that
So
old thing
chill.
that happens.
you know that happens, and then he's like, "What am I supposed to do? Should I be with my homie? That's my sister."
But your sister rolled into the club and hit my homie with a
First of all,
shotgun.
she only got a vial. You know, Giancarlo, she didn't get a Yeti or a Hydro Flask. She need more water. Like you
He
can't
did.
you can't roll in there with a fucking vial.
Yeah.
With a friggin' Camelback or something. What the hell is that thing called? She needs a
Let that
Camelback.
be a lesson, Katara. Like, if you have, like, life water, get a gallon.
Get a gallon. Get a Camelback. Have that ready to rock at any and all
Anytime.
times.
You
Yeah,
should
so
always
without
have
the
packs
Camelback.
of it. That should
What
be
are you
your
doing?
number one
Fuel cells
inventory.
on everyone.
Stack
got
it. You should have been
2.5
stacked.
liters
Make a
Camelback.
bracelet, a vial bracelet, so
Oh
you can
my
shoot like
God,
like Black Widow with the little tiny things.
You get all kinds of water. Don't become a no vial.
Can you imagine
Well-
Katara, like, healing in, like, Overwatch or something? She just, like, splashing you with the healing
Yeah.
water?
Yeah, that's it. You got so. If
I-
the show was to end there, you guys.
That's it.
We know where it goes.
That-
This one
then it
was
would've
directed
been
by.
Green Lantern.
Oh, these are credits for the. I got it.
I
Yeah,
will
that's
say
the previous, and then it'll
what was really dope was how the episode before set up everyone's like trying to heal and overcome things from their past, and it seems like Zuko's got it down, Aang's like not going to do it, and then it just flips at the very
You guys, that was the
Yeah,
good
it was like,
good
it was
old
definitely,
switch it, bait and switch. It's called the
Bait
bait
and
and
switch.
switch.
does anyone say okie doke anymore?
Okey-doke.
I feel like I'm all,
Yeah.
because I
Wait,
feel
like a
this-
rope-a-dope?
Yeah, it's like the okie doke. Like, you thought that we were going to do this,
Yeah.
and then we gave you the old okie
You have
doke.
to go to
Well,
okey
okey-doke.
They say that basketball all the time. You go
But-
okey-doke. Yeah.
But also, it's like the coolest thing though that I noticed was Iroh, like how he tried so hard to get into Ba Sing Se with like, rage and anger and all that stuff, but he found his way into it and had like a way better experience inside because he found like peace and all that.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're bringing that up, Jesten, because it's like, that is the secret sauce of this show. I believe that, like, anyone could do, like, a big fight where it's Kung Fu versus Kung Fu, but there's that kind of spiritual side to it, or that, like, healing side that I think is why people still quote it to this day. It's like, if people tell me, like, it got them through a hard time and stuff like that. Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for joining the stream. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Where are you calling in from again?
Sorry?
Where are you calling in from?
Finland.
Finland.
Oh, cool.
What city? Helsinki?
No, it's like a small village.
Oh, Billy.
Like close to Helsinki.
Oh, wow. And Grace is calling in
Awesome.
too. Hey, Grace, how are you doing?
Hello, Grace.
How are you?
Good. Where are you calling in from?
Arizona.
Arizona. Shout out to Arizona. What part? Phoenix?
Yeah.
Tempe? Tucson?
I'm closer to Tempe.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome to the stream, you guys.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Questions for anybody? Shoot, roll with it.
Hi. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Me too, I'm like so nervous.
Hello. It's good to have you guys.
Our best friends, and we just decided to do this right now.
We were like texting, like, should we do it?
Oh, so you guys are
Yay!
best friends. So
You guys
it's
know
like,
each
it's like a group thing. That's so
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
I love
We have
Suki.
Oh, I love Suki.
I love Suki.
I love
Katara.
Yeah.
I get
Got
it.
it.
Love Katara.
I get it.
How do you know each other?
Through Twitter.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. That's like you could just meet on Twitter and then be like, I like Avatar. Hey, you want to watch this Honorsociety on Friday? Let's do it.
I know.
So did you guys watch the show when you were kids, or did you guys just found it now?
Yes.
Yeah, we watched it when we were kids.
Oh, wow.
Every day after school.
Yes.
And I know,
Yeah.
was it in English, or did you watch it dub?
I watched in Finnish, but like when I got older, I watched in English.
Okay, having seen both, how similar, dissimilar, tonally, and like vocal placement wise are the voice actors? Did they try to get somebody who was like
is Finnish Zuko?
Finnish Zuko? Like, do they have the
your
Dante
voice
Basco
is way
rasp?
better.
Okay.
No.
Do they have like a raspy Finnish
Sokka's
voice?
squeaky.
And do they have like all
Sokka's
that?
Finnish
Yeah, like,
voice was really good, actually.
okay.
He sounds actually like kind of not like you.
Oh, so I guess I'm
I know.
special.
I like your voices way better, but like I was actually kind of surprised how good the Finnish dubs were.
That's
like,
cool.
Cool.
Like
Check it out. I like to check them out
Dante's
sometimes.
voice is so unique, so no one could like
It's very,
compare
yeah.
that. Yeah,
My
but it was okay.
creative partner Chris, who y'all know, if you've checked out his sketch stuff,
Chris and
has
Jack,
long
Chris
been
and Jack.
pitching. Chris and Jack is our sketch channel. Chris Smith,
Mhm.
my buddy.
Oh, yes.
He's long been
Please
talking
check that
about.
out.
He's long been pitching making a documentary called like Finding Your Voice. That's me going around the world interviewing people who have dubbed me in other languages. It's a very
Oh my
fun.
god, that's so
That's
cool.
a brilliant idea.
Great
You
idea.
gotta do that.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm
I
into
love
it.
that. I would watch the hell out
I'd
of it.
watch that 100%.
We can do
Okay.
Dante. It could be both of us. It could be like a double up.
yeah.
Or
Let's
do it.
Should we
Do
go
it.
pitch Netflix, get a budget? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Sometimes I would watch the episodes in Spanish because I speak Spanish and they sucked so bad.
I know.
They were so bad.
It's weird.
Giancarlo, do y'all ever like on the creator level? Do you have any input in that? Are you like hearing
So,
it? I mean,
Until recently, never. But on Dragon Prince, Netflix asked us to review the voice actors around the world. And so it was this crazy thing. We've got like 30 folders, or probably more, 35 of different languages around the world. And we were like clicking on these little files, and it's like, Callum, only in Japanese or whatever. And the best we could do is go like, I guess it kind of has his energy. But, I don't speak 40 different languages.
yeah, you
So
don't know
we
if
were-
the acting's good. You're just listening to like
so
vocal
we were doing
tone.
things like, does anyone speak Arabic? I do. So like, we parcel it out to people that actually knew the languages, but for the most part, we were like, I guess it's the right energy.
Wow.
It was hard.
I did watch some scenes of Hook when I was a kid in the Italian version. But like, there was like Italian Rufio voice. No,
The Finnish version of Hook was so bad. It was so bad.
That's a great Jack. I love that idea, and I know your English is really good. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, thank you. I was so nervous because like English is not my first language, and I'm always like, oh my god, I can speak it. I'm like so nervous, but
I'm impressed. You know how good
Yeah.
my Finnish is?
Wonderful.
Very nothing zero.
I told you you were good, Aina.
But
I'm trying my best.
question, you guys, for anybody on the panel?
Yes, I have a question in general about Suki. Of course.
Of course, you love Suki.
Okay, so was there any like talks about adding Suki like more, like having her more involved in the game? Because I feel like she should have been there since the beginning.
We love Suki. She is involved. I mean, she's
Sword and fan. She get there's sort of.
Tattoo.
like the Kyoshi Warriors. I feel are a part of the gang.
They
Like,
are.
So,
They
and
are.
she is the essential Kyoshi warrior, so it's kind of like they're synonymous, right?
He builds into it more in season 3, right? Giancarlo, was there ever?
Yeah, it's this weird thing because I feel like there's this thing that happens when you make a TV show where there are certain characters, like obviously Sokka and Zuko, where we knew they were going to be in the series the entire time. But then there's those like secondary characters that's like, you know what, that character was pretty cool. Should we do more with them? And that's what Suki was. It was a little bit like she was so cool in Kyoshi Warriors, or Kyoshi Island, I guess, whatever that season 1 episode was. Yeah. And then brought her back because it sort of made sense that she might have a bigger role in season 2. And then after a while, it was like, I don't know, like, should she just be part of the team?
She ends up with Sokka.
So it was unfortunately like a slow revelation.
Took a ride.
And I think part of it too is it was nice to have a non-bender to kind of complement Sokka, like
Appreciated it.
She's
still
definitely
super cool.
And what's crazy is like obviously Sokka had that first love that turned. Looked like it's his next girl. It was like there to save the world with him.
Who he met first.
He did meet her first.
Yes.
There was like a little something there. Then he goes off and has his thing, and then he returned. You know, and
like,
he reached.
but you came back.
Can I tell you a little Suki fan drawing trivia? At the end of that episode of Kyoshi, is it Kyoshi Warriors, right?
Yeah,
is the episode 4 of season 1. Sokka flies away on Appa as they kind of escape the Fire Nation attack. And I wanted to... and this was right before Aang, I think he uses the Unagi to put out the fire in the village with water. I wanted to cut to this shot of Suki looking longingly as, like, Appa flies away with Sokka.
And Sokka doing look back, and Sokka should have done a look back. Just a little bit of that look back.
Because I was my first time directing, I didn't know if I had a right to call for the shot. So I got nervous and I was like, since Brian didn't bring it up, I won't bring it up. So I didn't put it in the episode.
But you should have done it.
But did you
draw it? Well, interesting you say that. To this day, whenever I watch that episode, I always kind of imagine it in my brain, but it's not there. And there's a fan artist who I'm now friends with. Her name's Kim Miranda. She goes by Isaiah online. That drew this shot, and like I messaged her and I was like, "Oh my God! It's like you read my brain. Like you put this bonus scene back into the episode that I was too scared to do at the time. Like now, obviously, I would just do it.
I love Suki needs that shot.
I know, like, don't be shy,
Yeah, I see the back of your room there. I feel like you need that shot somewhere in the back.
Yeah.
Of the wall.
I have to see if I can find her. I can message Kim and see if she has it somewhere. But like, I totally wanted that scene of her, like, because she was drenched. You know, the other Kyoshi warriors were drenched from the Unagi, so they were sort of wet and like glistening, and she was just like, "Don't go." It was so like cool. I don't know. But anyway, I share that with you since you're a Suki fan.
I love that.
That's awesome. And also, like,
how romantic feels.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of romantic. I don't know.
It also tells me that, like, creatively, directorially, like, you took that thing that you didn't put in there and put it enough other places that someone would see that between the lines and want to put. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sort of like the energy that says, "I want that scene." Like,
yeah.
Right?
It's this weird, fascinating thing where the fans kind of read our minds, or they fill in the blanks sometimes, and that's like this weird, like, synergy thing that I'm like just blown away by.
As actors, and I'm sure on the other side of camera pictures, we do a lot of work that doesn't always end up on the screen, right?
Right.
Like character work or backstory work. Like, we'll talk about all kinds of shit with each other. But it's nice to feel that, you know, you do a project that's this impactful on a worldwide audience, and then all of a sudden they tap into it. It's amazing.
That's the stuff that, like, gives the texture, that makes something feel real, that makes it feel like it exists beyond the exact moments that you see.
Right.
And that someone then sees the moments that you didn't show them make sense if you build those, you know, if you build it all in.
There's a part of me that, because the Avatar has become so huge since, you know, when we made it, what I wish we could do, and I'm sure this exists somewhere, is go to the cutting room floor and find all of the takes that we didn't use, or like the lines that we cut, you know, if not necessarily the bad takes, but just like the line, like a funny joke that was totally good, but we had to cut it for time. Like, I'm sure this stuff exists somewhere where you can get like these bonus lines from.
Were there not like deleted scenes on the DVDs? That wasn't a thing?
Well, that's the thing about deleted scenes in animation is it's very expensive to do that. You know, like you have to animate a scene that you're never going to use. So we try to avoid those at all costs.
Yeah.
But there's at least deleted dialogue that's recorded somewhere.
Right.
It would be fun to listen
Chat,
to.
someone said something in Spanish. Can you listen? It's gone. It's my whole thing just flipped.
We don't all have the privilege.
Bueno, es cuestión de perspectivas. No todos tienen el privilegio. I don't know how you say that.
Something about, like, this is the benefit of perspectives. We don't all have the privilege to understand it in English.
Understand in English? That was my Italian attempt at reading Spanish.
Did you guys ever think of making like a spin-off series where the gang is adults? Like, did that ever cross?
There's that one image that
Avatar all grown up.
There's that one image that was a Nickelodeon official Avatar release.
And Suki wasn't in it.
They didn't include Suki in it.
Was at home having kids for Sokka. I don't know.
Exactly.
Brigitte, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny.
They don't have kids in Korra.
We don't know what they are just because they weren't in court. I mean, they were just on some water tribe.
Yeah, they could have just lived elsewhere.
They dropped out.
Maybe he wanted to keep his kids hidden because he didn't want them caught up.
Yeah, maybe they
more
moved
lifestyle
back to
that he had
Kyoshi
gone through.
Lifestyle's
Island.
too dangerous. You know, he's wanted to do their lives.
They lived with their mother instead of their father in Republic City.
Theory that Barrick is Suki and Sokka's son.
What?
Wait. Where is Suki and Sokka? That's weird, but it's funny. At the very least, it makes me laugh.
Like, people would take pictures of Suki and Sokka making the same facial expressions as Barrick, and they're like, oh, look, it's their son.
That's amazing.
I don't even.
It does almost feel like there's a great show between Avatar and Korra. Like, just a little bit, like, the gang older, but not quite dead yet.
right. Everyone's not dead. The live action of, like, the in-between.
I'm gonna say we got so little of Sokka. I feel like there's a lot of gaps to fill in there.
Yes.
His time as the chief.
It's canon. I mean, like, it's fucking.
Exactly.
I don't know what happened. We don't even know who Zuko's kids, who he had kids with. Was it not May? Who's he had kids with?
Katara.
I mean, he's like, I'm a guitar fan, but also Aang's the homie. It's hard to go to.
Yeah, I mean, back in the
X, and it's just impossible.
I know.
Mountain to climb.
Izumi has May's jawline. Like, there's no denying that they literally look the same. Like,
That's true.
Structure.
God.
Fascinating.
Yeah, we had to do an analysis of these Korra characters.
For real.
What other questions you guys have? Any other Zuki or
I don't know. I thought of questions, but they're like all gone.
Well, thank you all so much for donating to the Trevor Project.
Thank you. Also, Jack, I want to thank you so much for the video message. I watch it every day.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Happy.
So
And
cool.
I was kind of having like a bad day when you like sent it to me, and that made me like so happy. Made my year.
I love that.
So thank you.
I'm very glad to hear that. And I'll say it one more time, Super Reigns.
And yes, surprise.
You're giving us the crumbs, Jack. The
Also, the group chat was like so happy
Right.
about the shot.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hang out with us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You
so
too.
great to talk to you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
We have a few more cheers and a shot to do, just so you know.
Let's cheers it up. Cheers.
We have a cheers to Thinzar.
Inside? So I gotta pour a little more Zambuca.
Yes.
I'm loving that, Giancarlo.
I love when fans can.
I have like a nice anisette at my house that I've been like, that is like a special occasion anisette, which I don't know why I would have, but I bought it for my dad, and then he, whatever. Sometime, come over, we'll have some anisette.
Yeah. Do you
When the
remember?
world-
Sorry, this is a weird tangent, but maybe it's interesting. You were at some con someplace, and the Dragon Prince crew, and you did a toast to me, and you sent me this video of like, hey, we're all doing shots, and it was Fernet Blanca.
We did shots of Fernet, I think in Atlanta. I think we were in Atlanta.
No!
Some Fernet
So I
Branca.
got a bottle of this stuff to like taste it, It's disgusting.
Fernet is nasty.
Nah, Fernet's a great like digestif. It's like an Amaro. You got the like nice bitter. We just had like a very heavy dinner together, so it's like let's sip a little Fernet. I got it as a sipper,
nasty.
and then we whatever.
But I do like similar to I forgot her name, the guest that we just had. But I keep that video somewhere. It makes me happy. I watch it. I watch it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Legit. Fernet is a little intense, but there's a local LA Amaro called I think it's Angelino Amaro. It's like an orange Amaro. It's like an Italian bitter, similar to like a Fernet Branca. So good, yo. So good. Let's have some of that sometime. Let's have some of that sometime.
Let's have some of that.
Once it opens back up, we can.
Or better.
Yeah.
Let's
there's so many things I want to do when quarantine is over.
I know,
Well,
my list is getting
getting
long.
long.
Yes.
We're moving to a house with a backyard, so I can start hanging out with people at some point soon.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Oh, there you go.
From a distance in my backyard.
Social
What's
distance.
there?
More cheers, Bridget.
Yes.
More cheers.
Yes. Another one for Eva, Zutara21.
Oh, Zutara.
Eva.
A cheers to Jill Basementsy.
Jill, you said?
Jill.
I would like to say on behalf of Michaela, I know Jill.
Perfect. So good. And then somebody did buy another shot. So,
Last one.
Oh boy. All right.
yeah. So this one is for Cleed C, aka Busted Jeebers.
Love it.
Jeebers.
Yeah, it said, thanks for sharing your love of Avatar and a bit about yourselves each week. You all have helped me get through the pandemic and work stress over the past few months. So cheers.
Lovely.
Thank you everybody who donated to watch today. You got through book 2 with us. One more book, you guys.
One more.
One more book. Hopefully we can
One
finish
more
this Trevor Project charity. This last book. Big goal. Last book has come. But I hope everyone's staying safe and sound out there. Always. Honor Society. Thank you guys. Jesten and our special guests, Jack, Kayla. Thank you guys. We're off on this for 2 weeks, but we're still streaming games. Bridget's still streaming on Saturdays. Saturday. Game you playing right now, Bridget?
I'm finishing up the DLC of Outlast.
Nice.
Streaming on Sunday, fun day. What are you right now, Justin?
We can't hear you, Jesten.
You did.
Yeah, and that's the game I'm playing. No, I'm just kidding. Since it's Halloween, I'll probably maybe play, or, October, maybe I'll, in spirit, play a spooky game. I don't know, I'm not a super spooky guy. But I'm definitely going to play Mafia, because, Italian Mafia.
Hey!
Now, we've been having fun playing these, guys.
Yo, I've never played Among Us, and I
Play with us.
think it
They
would be
just
my
trying to
shit.
kill me, like, all
I
the
think it
time.
would be my
yeah.
shit, because I play I played an insane amount of Mafia.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So,
It is there. I mean, it's
Let's
crazy
do it.
to play it online. They want to kill you.
okay.
I'm
I don't
intrigued.
trust
I'm
nobody
intrigued.
ever, and then they don't trust me.
Oh,
I like that
didn't
you
think
do
about that.
trust
So-
someone, and it's the killer.
I have trusted the killer a few times.
So, because there's a whole whodunit kind of trust
Yeah,
thing
like
in
you're
this
on a
game.
spaceship, and
But do you feel like you get targeted extra hard because you're Zuko?
Because you're an actor, so the people go oh, you're always lying because you're good at it. Because
yes. But then also
Put on a cool,
sometimes they
raspy
wanna
voice
just
and
fool
everyone
with you and not kill you for a while. But then sometimes somebody's like, you're the only person around, so I had to kill you. I'm just watching the rest. But it's great. You should check out Among Us.
I didn't realize you could play it on your phone, so now I'm back in business.
you can play it on your phone. All right,
You can.
let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe even tonight because I've had a fair amount of whiskey.
Hey.
Yes, it's going to be that kind of Friday.
All right, you guys. Cheers. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys soon on Honor
I'll send
Society.
out
Hey,
a
everyone.
raid. I'm going to send out a raid.
I hope your chakras are wide open.
Yeah, we'll raid Amelia
So open.
and Brian.
There you
Know
go.
that honor, that fire.
Yo, send some honor to them.